Digital photography made simple. Hi, welcome back to Digital 1-to-1. On this segment, we're going to be showing you how to enhance your photographs and simplify your scene at the same time to make great looking pictures.
So uncomplicate those pictures, whether you're working on a point and shoot camera
or a DSLR.
This segment, we're going to teach you how to simplify your image. Now we have 4 essential guaranteed ways to actually simplify your image. The first one we would like to share with you is the fact that as photographers, we can move ourselves around our subject. Because if there's something unwanted in the background that may be sticking out of someone's shoulder or their head, we can move ourselves so that we can align ourselves up with our camera and the subject to actually block that unwanted piece in the background.
Our second tip actually is to use our zoom lens. By using parts of our zoom lens, we could simplify by eliminating and reframing our shot by getting a little closer.
And the third one is to actually decide whether we want to frame our composition vertically or horizontally. Sometimes just ideally of moving our camera to a vertical position will eliminate some of the things we don't want in our shot.
Now our fourth tip is to physically move things out of the way to make a better composition. Like if you see a chair that's in the way of the person, or if you have a table, a candle, just physically move them out of the way and simplify that scene.
Now let's start with our lovely backyard here. We're going to show you how to turn this complicated backyard and make it simple. So we're going to take this somewhat complicated backyard and show you some simplified images.
We're going to do this by showing you the first shot that's complicated, and the second one, we simplified it. Now we're going to take our first shot without doing any of our tips. Just established our shot. Now our first tip is to eliminate some of the objects. So I'm going to physically move in. That's one of our tips, is to physically move your body. So we're going to eliminate the pail and the chair right next to it. Now our second tip is we're taking the shot horizontally, but most people forget that you could turn your camera vertically and take that vertical shot, eliminating the bucket and the chair and even the ladder that was right behind it, simplifying that shot even further. Now our third tip, in case you can't really move around, say you're blocked by some sort of object, is to use our zoom lens. I'll get nice and close, and that's a great shot right there. Now our fourth option is actually to physically remove the objects that we don't want in the scene. If our first 3 tips don't work, then we physically have to take those objects like the ladder we have there, the chair, the bucket down below, and possibly even the teapot to get our last shot as simplified as possible. There you go. Perfect. One more shot.
Hey, so now we're going to take this indoors and do exactly the same thing Santino did outside just now. So let's take our shot of our friend Sheila in an indoor image and not really paying attention yet to what might be cluttering our shot. Now I've noticed a few things in my image that I want to get rid of, and one of the things we can do like before is to physically move ourselves in a little closer to the side to eliminate some objects in our shot. Now another simple trick is to physically take our camera from horizontal to vertical to eliminate some of the stuff in our shot we don't want. Now our third step is we can physically use the zoom on our camera and zoom into our shot so we have a better composition of our image. And finally, the best thing we can do, if we can, is to physically take out some of the stuff in our image that we don't want. And right now I can see that there's a computer on the bed, I can fix the pillows, I can get rid of the trampoline in the corner. So let's take that shot without that stuff and look at that compared to the first one we did.
No matter what type of scene you're going to photograph, remember, think first and simplify your scene to make the best possible composition you can.
We encourage you to experiment and get rid of the clutter in your image because of these key principles we just showed you today. Learn to take better pictures with us, the Photo Guys.
And for the best tips in digital photography, look to us here on Digital 1-to-1.